The president today set to ask Congress for another $46 billion to pay for the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts, and the financial cost rising along with the death toll and the public anger about the war in Iraq. Let's go right to our White House correspondent, Ed Henry. He's watching the story for us. What's the latest from the president on the price tag, what he's seeking in terms of funding for the wars?
Well, Wolf, as you know, the president just vetoed a $35 billion increase for children's health insurance coverage. Now he wants $46 billion for the two wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and Democrats are already charging he has misplaced priorities.
Just moments before awarding a Medal of Honor posthumously to a Navy SEAL who paid the ultimate price in Afghanistan, the president yet again raised the economic cost for the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq by another $46 billion to cover everything from bullets to body armor.
Parts of this war are complicated, but one part is not, and that is America should do what it takes to support our troops and protect our people.
To give you a sense of the enormity of it, $46 billion would fund the entire yearly budgets of the Departments of Agriculture, Transportation, and Treasury. And this brings the total tab for Iraq and Afghanistan for this year alone to $200 billion.
It would be one thing if it were $200 billion a year, but the end was in sight. But there really is no end in sight.
Democrats are having a field day with the fact the Iraq war is now costing $330 million a day. That could pay for 1,700 more Border Patrol agents, or provide health care to an extra 45,000 military veterans. Or the funds from just one day in Iraq would give 270,000 more kids coverage under the state children's health insurance program.
The entire war in Iraq has been paid for with borrowed money. We're borrowing money from China, India, Saudi Arabia, Mexico to finance this war. Japan.
Despite the soaring national debt, White House spokesman Tony Fratto said the president will find the money for the nation's needs.
And poor children getting their health care and the needs of our troops can both be accomplished. They're both priorities, and we can handle both of those requests.
Now look for another major development on Wednesday when House Budget Chairman John Spratt holds a hearing with new long-term projections for the cost of both wars. The last time there was such a projection for the next 10 years in Iraq and Afghanistan, the figure was $1 trillion. CNN has learned that the new projections from the Congressional Budget Office will be even higher. So if you add that more than $1 trillion with the $800 billion that's already been spent, that's real money, Wolf.
Certainly is, Ed. Thanks very much, Ed Henry at the White House. Since September 2001, Congress has approved $602 billion for the wars on terror, as well as the conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. The Congressional Budget Office estimates about 70% of that money, more than $421 billion, has been spent on Iraq since the invasion more than 4 years ago. War spending averaged about $93 billion a year between 2003 and 2005. But look at this. The price tag jumped to $120 billion in 2006 and up to $170 billion this year. The price tag going up, not down. There's a brand new audio tape out today said to be from Osama bin Laden. The speaker on the tape urges al-Qaeda in Iraq and other groups in Iraq to unify their forces. The message broadcast by Al Jazeera includes no dated references, so it's unclear when the tape was made. If authentic, it's the first time the fugitive al-Qaeda leader has spoken out directly to militants in Iraq. Let's go to Jack Cafferty. He's in New York with the Cafferty file. I know you always love to hear those audio tapes from Osama bin Laden, Jack.
They're my favorites. I got a quick question, Wolf. Who approves the funding for the war?
The United States Congress.
Oh, yeah, right. Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi and those Democrats who were elected to do something about the war. I forgot.